Welcome to 365 Days of Richer Living, Daily Morning Reading Meditation. I'm Reverend Rafe Ellis, Senior Minister and Spiritual Leader at Columbia Center for Spiritual Living in Columbia, Maryland. Today is July 28th. I give thanks. And the scriptural reference for this morning's reading and meditation comes from Isaiah chapter 25, verse 1. O Lord, thou art my God. I will exalt thee. I will praise thy name. Thy kingdom is an everlasting. Our reading begins. Praise and thanksgiving are salutary. They not only lighten the consciousness, lifting it out of sadness, they elevate consciousness to a point of acceptance. Praise and thanksgiving are really attitudes of recognition. They are affirmations of the divine presence, the divine abundance, and the divine givingness. It is only when we live affirmatively that we are happy. It is only when we recognize that the universe is built on affirmation that we can become happy. I give thanks for my happiness. It cannot be taken away from me. Rather, it increases daily in my experience. It is always more and never less. I experience the joy in which Jesus proclaimed when he said, quote, I am come that they might have life and have it more abundantly, end quote. I bless everything I contact. I praise God in all things. Today, through praise and thanksgiving, I recognize the divine presence in everything. In the midst of darkness, I shall sing a song to the dawn, for I know that the eternal light dissipates all darkness. Today, I shall recognize the beautiful and the perfect in everything. I shall call it forth with praise and thanksgiving, blessing the spiritual reality back of all things. So let's take that into our time of meditation. only one infinite, ever-present cause, one self-existent cause. And by self-existent, I mean that it exists out of itself, within itself, that there is no creator of it, that it simply has always been. It creates out of itself. It is infinite possibility, fully present, unformed, expressing in multiplicity of unique, one-of-a-kind, intentional, never to be repeated, whole, perfect, and complete forms of itself. Known by many names, the infiniteness of it makes it unnameable. There is no word that can encompass the infinite nature of its being. And so in this moment, I choose to refer to it as love, as life, as abundance. I recognize it as the free flow, the unimpeded affluence of abundance. I recognize it as my being. I recognize that being made out of it, I contain it. And in its ever-presentness, I exist within it. This physical body is simply the vehicle of the infinite. That I am what is contained within the body. I am not my body. And what is true of me is true of all life. No individualized expression of the infinite is the form, but rather what is in the form. And so in this truth, I know that every expression of this one infinite being exists within it, and it exists within its expression. And so the infinite possibility of creation itself lives, moves, and has its being in me in every expression of life, in every form of life. Consciousness itself exists as infinite possibility. And so I speak my word, claiming and affirming that the gratitude that I live in and from is the expression of knowing what I am. That gratitude is the result of allowing the infinite self to express as the human self. That gratitude is the product of spiritual alignment. That spiritual alignment is the product of spiritual practice. Gratitude is the knowing of life itself. of Spirit itself, of God itself, whatever name we use. Gratitude is that experience of knowing and allowing, of practicing the presence. And so I choose gratitude. I choose to practice the presence of Spirit every breath, every thought, every action, knowing that in moments of misalignment, it is thought that easily and effortlessly realigns my humanness with my divinity. That the activity of creation that I call law acts upon that alignment and manifests the affluence, the unrestricted flow of abundance that I am in every area of my life, in every interaction of my life. Beyond the limitations of my human imagining, I open to the expression, the unlimited expression of infinite possibility and abundance as my life. I accept it now. And I release all fear and doubt. I release the attachment to definitions in this conditioned realm that would tell me I am limited. I release all concern of measuring up, of being prepared. I release all ideas of enoughness, knowing that even the concept of enoughness is a limitation on the magnificence that I am, on the magnificence that all life is. So I release, I let go, and as I do, I step fully, undefendedly, without limitation, into the divine yes. No need to control, no need to script, because I know within the depths of my being that it is already done. That the divine pattern of life itself already unfolding. Grateful, grateful, grateful. And so it is in this gratitude, from this gratitude, as this gratitude, that I release, that I let go, that I step into a full, unfettered experience of the word spoken as the word fulfilled. Ashe. Shalom. Aho. Amen. Amen. And so it is.